Hello everyone, my name is Katy of the Greenland Quilter channel, and yep, I'm back live again. I figured I would tonight because I want to do some more work tonight on some of the sewing that I'm working on. So I hope you'll join me for sewing and chatting, and if there's anyone that would like to hop on my Zoom, let me know. You can jump up if you like. That's up to you. But let me get everything set up, and then I'll tell you what I plan on working on for right now. So I'm going to continue on working on the blocks that we were working on earlier tonight. That has to do with the channel so long. I'll be working on the what I call the hourglass blocks. So we'll be doing that, and then I might switch over and do. I'm going to take a look at a couple of blocks that I have also been working on another sew along. Hey, Eric. Yep, I can't sleep. Look at the title, Sleepless in Greenland. It's good to see you though, Eric. So if there's someone who wants to hop on with me, you're welcome to. Robin was back in here first again. You're on a roll today. Hello, Judy Hebert. Hello, Eric again. Hi, Linda. Hi, Misty. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is keep on working on these scrappy blocks, and we'll see how far along I get with that so that I can start sewing them together as hourglass blocks. So let me show you what it is I'm doing. This has to do with our channel sew along and using up charm packs to create a special quilt we're going to be making together, or that some of us are already sewing together. But this is the little hourglass blocks I'm talking about that I'm working on right now. And to refresh everyone's memory, what to do with here we go. This is an example of the blocks that we're creating on the channel sew along. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. And so we're basically, people have been working on their 4 patches to turn into 9 patch blocks. And now tonight or today, I have started showing everybody how to make the hourglass blocks. Someone called this a broken dish block too. So if you think it's whichever's fine, you'll know what I'm talking about when I talk about it. So that's what we're going to work on. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble with my throat. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to keep on going because I have quite a bit of these sewn already, as far as getting them ready to turn into half square triangles. So these are all sewn together already. So I'll be going along. I already have a stack here ready for piecing into the hourglass. So there's that. And yeah, we're going to continue on and keep on going until I get too tired to sew. And thank you everyone for coming. And if there's anyone in here who wants to hop on, let me know, and I'll send you the Zoom link. In the meantime, what has everybody been working on this fine Thursday evening? Or have you just been chilling? That means, oh, I need to trim these down. So I'll be going back and forth with trimming blocks, pressing them, and the whole works, trying to get these blocks ready for sewing together. And I'll be standing up a lot because I tend to trim and cut fabric and stuff by standing up because it's easier for me to do it that way. That way my accuracy is a little bit better than sitting down and thinking I see something when I don't, So, all right, where's my rotary cutter? It's using, oh, there it is. Sorry. I think this wind is making my throat dry because we're in the middle of what we call a bitter rock. Hey, Sherry. Stopped in to say hello to everyone. And hi, Joy T. Welcome, welcome. Uh-oh. I might need to. Yeah. So I'm just trimming these down to 2.5 inch because that's what size they need to be, because they're going to be the same size as our 4 patch blocks. So, yeah, and then we'll turn these all into those little pretty little hourglass blocks because we're going to need 7 per 9 patch. And I don't know, this rotary cutter's acting weird. Or it could be this cutting thing. I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and get these trimmed up, and we'll mosey on along, and I'll just keep on trimming until I get them all done, because uh, we're going to need quite a bit of these to build with the rest of the nine patch block. Hey Sean, welcome to the live, my late live, my impromptu Sleepless in Greenland live. We have a bit of rock in progress. It's one of the reasons I'm having trouble trying to relax, because the wind bothers me. Yeah, I'm a little bit, I just can't sleep when all that racket outside. So, because every time it slams into the house, it's unnerving to me. So we're just going to keep on going with these blocks until I get them all cut. And I have quite a stack already done. And this is for the channel Sew Along. And the ones that are participating in, I've already given them instructions on how to do this hourglass, or how I'm doing the hourglass block, because we're taking two 5-inch blocks, we're putting them face to face to each other, then we're sewing a seam all the way around the block, and then we're cutting 2 diagonal cuts, like what you're seeing me do right now. And we're making 4 half square triangles by doing that. And then I need to trim down to 2.5 inches, because they need to match the 4 patch blocks we've been creating for since we started in February. And you end up with 4 of these out of that, and you just keep on doing it. Let's see here. Judy says, I finished my last border on my Crown Royal quilt, relaxing now, and then we'll prep the backing in the morning. Congratulations on getting that finished. That's outstanding. Let me put this out of the way. So, yep, that's what I'm going to be doing here for a little while anyway. Tomorrow night, we are going to do block number 4 of the 1,000 block sew along that I've been doing, or tutorial I've been doing. And some are actually making their blocks. I hope you have got your fabric cut out. That's something I need to cut out when I get up tomorrow, because I haven't got mine cut yet. I haven't made a decision on the colors yet, but I'm going to probably stay pretty close to what I've been using so far. At some point, I'm going to have to start introducing more hot colors, but I've only introduced a little bit of yellow, and that's about as far as I've gotten with the warmer colors. But yeah, it depends on how long that one color of blue holds out, because I have plenty of the purple and a couple of the other colors, but that's blue gray color I've been using. I know I'm going to run out at some point, because I don't have a lot of it left, but I'm fine with running out, because that means I'm going to have to improvise and switch to something else. And we'll see how my blocks come out, because I'm not going to start putting I'm not going to start thinking about how I want to put it together probably until I get at least, I don't know, maybe 12 of them. Well, we're doing 2 a month. So, and we started in February, so that means February, March, April, May, June times 2. So that's 10 blocks by June. So by then we'll get a better idea of how big this quilt's going to, we may end up, because I would like to take it all the way to December. Or actually, let's take it to November. That'll be 10 months of making these blocks. And then November, yeah, at the end of November, I can start thinking about what kind of block setting. And who knows, we may end up with 2 quilt tops out of it, or one big one, depending on the ones making theirs. So we'll see what happens. But I think it's going to be beautiful by the time we get there. It's already shaping up to be nice blocks. I'm really enjoying doing the process. And this book has 1,000 blocks, so we could sew forever from that book. Okay, Katy, Myra said she will be help. She said she will help with the Zoom. Oh, did she? All right, let me send a Zoom to her. Okay, hang on. Let me get it to you. All right. I did a total. Uh-oh, what's this? Go away. I did a total of 3 of those, and hopefully we'll never do it again. I made. Oh, the crown quilt. Yeah, I think that's a big challenge, like doing a t-shirt quilt. Hold on a minute. I need to send a Zoom. Hold on. Let me get the Zoom link first. All right. Myra can, you know what, Myra, when Myra comes on, we'll see if we can't get her to share some of what she got from her shop hop today, because she went out to do that today or yesterday, because today's yesterday now here. Maybe she'll be happy to share where she went on her shop hop, because she's doing that because Florida's doing their shop hop right now. Too bad I'm not there to do it with her, because we had a good time last year when we did it together. We had a really good time because the men drove around following us or got ahead of us in that Corvette he was driving, and Bill and Nikolai were having them a good old time in that car, and we had the Myra's car and we were driving that. So I know they had a good time. And I know Nikolai really had a good time because he got to ride in that Corvette. All right, where is Myra's? There you are. I'm sending you the link, sissy. Okay, link sent. Okay, so let me get back to cutting, and hopefully she'll join us soon. T-shirt quilts are fairly straightforward once you get the hang of it and have a steam press. So you actually have to have a steam press to do that, huh? Aren't steam presses expensive? And let me put my Zoom back where I can see it. Okay, now let me get back to cutting, because I got a lot of these to cut. I seem to have a frog in my throat. I think it's because of the wind, though. Either that or I'm about to get sick one. I woke up this morning and my throat felt a little sore. But I only, can't cut nothing with that closed. I only think it's because of the wind. The wind's been going since yesterday. And it's blowing particulates all over the place. And I bet you I have breathed some of that in. I put it in your messenger. Do you want me to email it to you? You should be able to log on it straight. Oh, you're on your daddy's computer, aren't? No, you're not. You're at home. So you'd be on Bill's. Do you want me to email it? Let me know in the either on Messenger or right here. Message me if you want me to send it through email. I think the steam press my wife bought me was about $175. It's great for pressing yardage and t-shirt. Yep, that's pretty expensive. I don't know about all these pricey irons. Let me see if she said anything in Messenger. Let's see, Myra. Waiting on an answer from Myra. A link didn't go in. It should be there. Unless I sent it to the wrong person. Ooh, that would be bad. Let me go look. No, I sent it to Myra. You're leaving, Sean? Sorry, I wasn't here long, but it's time for bed. See you soon. Okay. Thank you for dropping in, Sean. My irons are under $20 each, so it balances out. Yeah, I just can't bring myself to spend an arm and a leg for an iron. They shouldn't be that expensive. I just sent it like 3 minutes ago. Maybe I should email it. Hey, Rita. How you doing, Rita? Oh, maybe she's having trouble. Let me email it to her. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe she's not getting it. I already sent it, Myra. All right, let me send it in an email. Okay. Email sent. Let me know you got the email. I'm so sorry if I missed saying hello to anyone. I ended up getting distracted by my father. He suddenly had a ton of questions for me. Hey, Laura. I don't know if you missed anyone or not. I'm seeing if I, hey, Joyce. Let me see if I missed anyone because I bet I missed someone. It's strange about the messenger though, because it says it shows. Oh, it says it couldn't send. That's why she didn't see it. Why can't I send it? Hmm. Very strange.
Hey sis, you got me?
Yep, I got you now. I don't know if it showed I sent
Well,
it.
I'm not on his computer because I can't figure it out. I can open up Zoom on his computer, but then I need the
You need
you
that
know,
other information, don't you?
yeah, I need the meeting and stuff. I think. I don't
Okay.
know what I need.
Well, what you could use his can his laptop at least view YouTube?
Yeah, hang on. I can join meeting Zoom, but you have to give me the ID.
All right, let me email that part to you, okay?
Oh, that would be easy. That would be really good.
All right, let me send another email. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine, sweetie. You're fine. But just know that you're getting me unfiltered late at night with my hair up in a ponytail.
Okay, hang on. Let me send you the info. So you need the log on and the email. Yeah.
Yeah, those two things would make
Yeah.
it easier
Yep. Hang on. Let me get it.
to
Okay.
show, if you want me
Yes.
to show stuff, because otherwise
Yeah, I
it's going
wanted
to
you to
be.
show your shop hop stuff. I think it would be great if you did. Hey, go
It's
away.
really unique this year. I'm gonna, while you're sending that to me, I'm going to go get the notebook that I'm, oh wait, notebook's right here. Okay, so I've got that and I've got all the fabric and I've got my t-shirt. Yeah, and I've got my book. So yeah, we're good. I'm ready. Thank you for not showing me to anybody else yet.
I don't know that they probably already saw you, I think.
Oh, great. Well, it's okay. It's all good. It is what it is.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know
It's-
because you have to
You know
turn the
what?
camera off.
It
Uh-oh.
it
Hang on a
is
minute.
what it is.
Yep. It's not, no one judges here. They
Well,
better
they
not.
can judge all they want. I'll
I
talk about them down on my knees.
behave. Because I know, no,
Haven't
I'm
you
not
ever
going.
heard that old
Nope,
Pentecostal
I'm not
song?
going there.
You can talk about me just as much as you please. I'll talk about you down on my knees. Means I'm praying.
Okay. Oh no, what is this? Hang on a minute. I guess I have to manually write this.
Anybody else in the chat know that old song?
Yeah, I don't know
I,
that song.
I can't see the chat right now, but
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait a minute. Hang on, y'all. Let me get this situated. Oh,
just breathe.
what is this stupid thing doing? All
Don't
right.
know.
Well, I'm about to fix it. I'll just start a new email. Okay, got that. Zoom. Zoom, zoom. Now then, go back to here. No, that's not what I want. I need Notepad. Bear with me, everyone, while I get this done.
If y'all can hear me, I promise it'll be fun. I've got neat stuff to show.
Okay, we've got this part now. It should copy like it's supposed to. Oh, sometimes technology's a pain in the you know what. Okay, now we need the passcode. Yeah, there you are. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You do it so much better than I ever could.
Yeah, well, I'm not perfect yet. When I stopped making mistakes, then I did something.
Oh, I gotta get my little portable thing that I bought that I think is so super cool.
What little thing? Something you didn't show
Um,
me?
the thread holder, the
Oh,
portable thread holder.
oh yeah, you did show that one too. Yeah, they'll love that too.
Oh, it is so cool. It's so
Email
tiny, and I
sent.
put it together, and it went together so easy and so well, and it's just pretty awesome.
Cool. Email sent. All right, sorry about that, you guys. Hi, Eric Oda. I think I missed some of your lives. I'm all messed up with the time change. There's a few of us messed up with time changes and missing Eric's lives because I know I've missed some. I'm gonna have to go do a let's find his playlist with those newest lives on them and run them until I got them all caught up. And he's got watch hours from me. I've been on a roll this week. I've been watching lots of channels. Did you guys know? I'll have to share my screen and show you something. Did you know that when you watch people's channels, if you put in the search box your channel name or your username, it takes you to where it shows a list of anything related to you. And right below where it shows your username or your channel name, there is this long list of all the channels you've been to see over the past however many long. It shows every darn place you've been. And I did not know that was there until the other day. And when I went through that list, I'm like, my goodness, I have been busy. trying to help people's watch hours. But I kind of have something to tell you guys, but I'm a little scared about telling it because I don't want to jinx anything. I do know the newsletter went out, so I can tell you about that part. So when Myra gets in, and after she shares her info, I'm going to share something that I got an email about that has to do with the hand quilting live video. Don't forget to
How do I
mute
turn it off?
You're on the laptop?
Yes, but
No, you
I
need
want
to mute your phone first. Hello? Still there? Okay, so there's two things you got to do to your phone. In Zoom on your phone, when you click on your picture of you, you'll see a little icon that has to do with muting the microphone. That you need to do first. And then just turn the volume down on your phone, and you should have the microphone on with the laptop. Just like last time. I don't know, you might have to get Bill to help you, maybe. I don't know.
how are we now?
I still hear an echo, so the echo is probably coming from your phone, maybe? Or did you put the browser up already with the channel on it?
Yeah, I just don't know how to turn the phone off.
On the phone, go to your Zoom screen that you're on now, because I can see you. Up now I don't see you.
Now you don't see me.
Yeah, now turn your video on the laptop through Zoom. Down on the bottom of Zoom, you should see something that says, there's little icons at the bottom of the Zoom screen. One says audio, one says video. There you go. You did it. I see you.
Lord, Lord.
And we can hear you. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Myra show you what she's been doing today. She's been on what they call the Florida Shop Hop, which is quilting shops like me and her did. And we drug our men around with us last year. So I'm going to spotlight her and let her show you what she got today and where she's been and what kind of things each shop is sharing with the people who visit their shop. So you are now spotlighted, and share the book with them too.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the book. So if no one has ever been on a state shop hop, this might sound like gibberish to you. So I'm going to all right. So this is what our magazine looks like.
Hey, did you buy an extra one by any chance?
No, but I can do that in a heartbeat tomorrow. I got you covered, babe. Okay. All right. So this is what the magazine looks like, and you pick them up for between $12.50 and $15. You can buy them online. You can walk in the store and buy them, whatever. Oh, I'm looking so good. Yeah, right. So it's not about me. So I've been officially retired since the 28th of December, but I have been in Panama City, Florida, 6 hours away from my husband, helping my 91-year-old mother every other month. So last night I decided I'm going to take a retirement day. I'm going to be a retired person and do exactly what I want all day tomorrow. So I decided I wanted to do one of the shop hop, what are these things called? Regions. They're called regions. Okay. And this is a region very close to my home. Do you see where it says Brooksville?
Yep.
Okay. So where it says Brooksville and where the little 50 is where I live. Y'all don't come hunt me down. But anyway, so this is the region.
Know where you live at anyway.
This is the region that I live in, which is why I did this one, because I knew that I could get 7 out of 8 stores. I could physically get to them, go in, and they see you coming with your little magazine and they say, "Welcome, shop hopper." They're so sweet. And so I did those seven stores today. And I finished this region right here because yesterday I had already done one store, the Dade City store, which is my favorite, my local, or Quilted Twins. That's my favorite. So anyway, so I got the North Central region done. And what you do is you go in the store and they give you that little sticker, and then they give you, this is so cute, y'all. They give you this year they're giving you these All Florida Shop Hop, what's it called? Block cards. And each shop you go into gives you a different card that has a block on it and instructions. Now, last year, they weren't giving us cards. They were giving us, hang
Fabric
on,
blocks with their labels on it.
little fabric blocks that I still haven't done anything with.
Well, that makes two of us.
Okay, so I was at one of the shops and they were selling these blue little folders for $20, $19.99, and it had things like, you know, I love to sew or whatever. It had little Cricut cutouts or imprints on it, but I didn't know that. So the shop I was in said, I have these binders for $4.99 if you would like one. She said the other shops are selling them with a little stuff on them for 20 bucks. Well, 24. So I picked up a little binder and I'm putting other things in it as well. But anyway, so that's my binder with my blocks cards in it. So then I went to another store, and I didn't spend something at every store. I'm retired now. I have no income. Well, I do have a little bit, but my Social Security doesn't start yet. And so anyway, so I don't want to spend money on me, but I could not resist this t-shirt.
That's cute.
Because it combines two of my loves, sewing and Disney. So anyway, then one of the shops gave me free this little fat quarter.
Can you open that up so they can have a better look?
Oh, sure. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't mind. You have to help me because I'm not the pro.
Yeah, because
like
I'm gonna make you
are.
go back to that notebook and show us each one of those blocks too.
Okay, well, this is not a fat quarter.
Is that
I
sand
don't know
doll?
what they're sand dollars, starfish, and
Oh, that's cute.
whatever that is. I don't have a clue what I would do with this shape or this much fabric, but what I bought really was fat quarters. And you all, I hope, know that a fat quarter, and probably y'all do, I'm probably the newest quilter on in the group, but of course the fat quarter, they call it fat because it's 18 by 22 instead of the 9 inches by 45.
Yep.
And I'm sure you all knew that, but anyway, so I got this one because I love teal and I love camping, and it has all the little campers on it. And I thought I would make my infamous travel pillows with it. And so for the back side, I got this fabric and it has little words on it, and the words say dream, self. It says dream, retreat, relax, escape. You know, just sweet little words. Anyway.
Wait, stop. We didn't do something. Can you introduce yourself to everybody? Because people are asking who you are. Tell them a little bit about yourself. Don't be shy. It's all good. Because there's people in here that haven't met you yet from Sunday's live. So go ahead and tell them who you are. And then we'll pick up where you left off.
Um,
Tell about
my name, My name is Myra. I am a recently retired mental health professional who's still keeping up her licensure. I did that on the road too. I did continuing ed while I drove. It was great. I actually passed one of my courses with a 100. That was way cool, but it was about suicide prevention. So it would have been really embarrassing if I hadn't have, because that's where my heart is. I happen to be a 20+ year friend of our Katy's.
Yeah.
She lived in Lake City and I lived in Orlando, and we became dear friends. And I've been to a wedding of one of her kids, and I've held newborns, and we've just, and she's helped me through losing my dad and just life. I
We've
actually have
partied a
known
few
her.
times.
What?
We've partied a few times.
Yes, we have done that as well. And I am planning a trip now that I'm retired. Once my mom goes to be with my dad, probably not before that, but absolutely after that. And my mom's 91. I've been planning a trip to Greenland. I know Nico very well. They've spent time in my home, and um, I was excited to see that she enjoys quilting and fabric crafts. My dad was a quilter with a long arm, and that started with his mother, Lillian, who did hand piecing and hand quilting. And I am very blessed to have a few of those, and I'll have more with inheritance. And my sister and I promised we would not fight over them. But I guarantee you the grands are not getting any of the hand-pieced ones. Yes, I am that selfish. But anyway, so I inherited a Janome. My dad has a Janome and I inherited it from him, but my mother sold the long arm. She said she didn't think I'd have room for it. So, and I really do have eyebrows, you just can't see them. So anyway, can y'all see that? That is my Lillian. I don't think you can. Well, anyway, Lillian is a featherweight now that I've made everybody drunk and sick. Lillian is a 221 centennial year featherweight, and I'm really, really proud of her. So I do more sewing on my featherweight than I do my Janome. And she's Lillian because my father's mother was Lillian. And so yeah, so okay, so that's me. If y'all have any questions, ask. I'm pretty much an open book, more than I should be mostly. So so remember this book that, what? Remember my book?
I think that comes from you serving. We want you to show those blocks in that book.
Okay, before I do, I bought these two pieces of fabric, and these are, okay, every year for the All Florida Shop Hop, they have a company, and I don't know if the name of it is on here. You guys know names of fabric companies. And they actually make specific fabric for your shop hop. And this is QT Fabrics. And one of the fabrics for the shop, All Florida Shop Hop 2025, copyright Dan Morris, QT Fabrics.
Yep, we all know who Dan Morris is. Most of us, anyway.
Well, I wouldn't. So anyway, yes, somebody said something about batiks and Tula Pink, and I only knew those words because of my Katy. So anyway, and the other one, I'm a native Floridian, and so I especially love this piece here because it says Miami, it says Florida Keys, it says Siesta Key, it has a manatee on it, it has just alligators, palm trees. Yeah, so much on it. So I bought those two thinking I would do my infamous travel pillows. Now, let me explain travel pillows. Y'all know what a travel pillow is. It's 16 by 12 or so. And I made 36 of them in 2021 for my family members for Christmas. And they each one was personalized. And yeah, so I thought I would do 2 more because, yeah, I only have 4 of my own. And I'm frozen.
No, you're
Okay.
fine. You're fine.
Okay. So I thought I would do that. That's what I bought these 2 pieces of orange material for. Then I saw these 2 pieces of orange material in a different store. And I thought, and I had bought that blue binder. And so I thought I could put these 4 pieces of material together somehow, some way in a block and cover my binder. I mean, y'all may not be old enough to remember covering books with a book cover.
Some of us do.
You open the book all the way up and you slide it on each book arm. Y'all know, somebody please tell Katy you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, so somehow, and I haven't cut this tonight, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to make some type of, I may just do it in 2.5-inch strips. Oh, I also inherited my dad's quilt. Is that what it's called, that cuts?
Yeah.
Okay, so I also inherited a small one of those with a bunch of dies. So, and I know it does 2.5 squares and 2.5 strips. I know I have each of those and I've used them. So I thought I'd do this in 2.5 strips and sew them, and you know how you cattywampus them? Oh, please give me quilting terms. You've got your strip, you sew your strip, and then you've got like 4 blocks because you cut it, and then instead of having 4 exactly the same, you move 1 over, so like it's maybe on a diagonal.
Oh, so you're gonna yeah. Do you have a? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They do too.
I don't know how to use patterns, so I draw it out on a piece of paper and I do the math and I just kind of do it that way. I'm a horrible quilter.
Oh, you're
Yes.
not.
Well, yeah, I just get these ideas. So then I got to thinking, this is only 4. And if you do a 9 patch, that has, I don't know. Anyway, so then I had in my stash, and I do have a stash, I had this green. I don't know if y'all can see what color green that is. And I thought it might look okay with that. I don't know. Maybe do the inside, the cover that goes over the insides in that green, since I have more of it. Maybe do little.
Go ahead. I'll
No,
I'll see what I was gonna say in a minute.
maybe do little panels or something.
Yep.
The sash. I don't know.
You could also put some a lightweight stabilizer in between the front and the front, or the part that you're going to make the blocks from, and the backing, so that when you quilt it, you've got a little bit of stiffness there, so that when you slide your notebook into it, it'll hold better.
Well, then I thought, am I going to quilt it? Am I going to just do the one layer and put it on like a real book cover? And I haven't decided any of that yet. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so the neatest thing that I bought though was this.
Oh yeah, this okay.
Okay, so what happens is these come out and one goes here and one goes here, and 3 go up like that. They go up and here. This is what it is.
That's awesome.
See, you can put 2 spools on it and use the big spools instead of the little, because that's more economical to buy the cones. They're called cones. Yes. So anyway, I think that's everything about the Florida Shop Pop. And what I've been working on every single time I've been on with Katy are these horrific circles that I have 47 of left to do.
Okay, I
And
need you to take a breath so I can make comments that people are making to you, okay? No, it's okay. I'm not getting, no, just take a breath and then we'll continue on. So there's been some comments.
because I'm
Um,
not seeing the chat right now.
yeah, I know you're not. And I forgot to help you set that up so you can see what's going on.
If I
Okay,
go to YouTube, can I?
yes, go to YouTube and to the
Okay.
live, my live
Okay.
part of it. Just make sure you mute that live so we're not hearing an echo.
Got it.
Mona says, it's awesome to meet your friend. Then Misty says, can I go with you, Myra? She's talking about when you come to Greenland. And then the comment was made, Myra, there's a lot of us like that. No patterns, just draw it out and go for it. And then my honey's in the channel and he says, peekaboo, hi Myra.
Love you, Nico.
And yep, and now we're caught up. So go ahead and continue what you were talking about.
And I don't even remember. It's just so so these things, and so you will know what they are. They're card holders. So you have these circular pieces of fabric, you have your circular batting, and you have a CD, used or new, whatever you want. I bought new because I bought 100 of them because I didn't want to try to beg my husband for any of his because he actually still plays those things. He has a cassette tape deck and an
Yes, he
8-track
does.
and a reel to reel with tapes of his dad in Vietnam, y'all.
And
Yeah.
his whole stereo system is way back in oh my gosh, it's pretty old. But now Nikolai has a pretty old stereo system too, which is funny. And no, honey, I have not looked at Messenger since the live started. Hold on.
So anyway, so you put the batting and then you put the CD on the this it's fabric batting CD, and I don't think you can see it, but it's pulled tight in there, and then you put 2 buttons, and I hand sew them, but they're not real tight and they need to be tighter, so I'm not sure. I'm going to figure something out anyway. And then
cards? Do you have a deck
what?
of cards so you can show it to them in action?
Well, let's see. I don't know if I do in this room.
That way they can see what you're talking about.
Um,
I was at your house and you were showing them to me, so I knew about it.
All right, let me think of where my cards are, where I have a deck. Oh, I know exactly where. So y'all chit chat. I'll be right back.
Okay, because I think it'd be interesting if they could see that. So what is everyone working on? Yes, honey, I see you. That's your route, right? Of where you're at. Oh, you're getting close to Cape Fair. What? Ooh, French Christian sound. My husband's on his way to the West Coast. They have left the East Coast. A deck of playing cards to hold while playing. Yes, Arlie. See? Somebody knows what you're doing.
All right, so if you have some cards, playing cards, and say you have a loved one with cerebral palsy, with arthritis, with 3 or 4-year-old aged hands, or just older, or you just want to be like everybody else. So you spread them the way you want to spread them. And then you stick them in your card holder.
That is the most ingenious thing I've seen. That is so cool.
I didn't create it. I saw it somewhere. I
Well,
don't
I mean,
create
but
well,
still,
but I copy great.
yeah, it's still a great idea. I think that's great. First
So,
time I've seen one.
you just take out and put back in and make it pretty or leave it not pretty, whatever. Anyway, so yeah. And everybody in my family got one of those, but they had this kind of fabric. That was just my prototype that I tried. And not only did they get that, but each family, now not each person, but each family got this card game called Five Crowns, and I do not get any kickback. I do not, but anyway, it's called Five Crowns. And it's a quick, fun card game that goes fast. Now I am a old-fashioned canasta and hand and foot canasta.
How long it's been since I played canasta? I don't even know if I can remember how to play it. I just know it takes a lot of deck of cards.
A lot. And
And
so
like
anyway,
spades. I don't remember who. I don't remember who I played with that did both canasta and spades, but it was a lot of fun.
well, I like spades too. I love to play cards. And when we're camping, invariably I can't find anybody to play with. So
We need to play poker next time we come because I didn't even realize you were a major. Not with money. Not with money. No money's getting involved in this. No thanks. I'm sure we can come up with other ideas, Myra. Anyway,
I already did, precious.
I
But
knew that.
anyway, this is called Five Crowns and it's fun and I get no money off of it. I don't care if you ever try it, but it's fun. It says for ages 8 and up, but my 4-year-old grandson.
Misty wants to know what canasta is. It's a card game, and can you explain it? Because I can't remember exactly how you play it.
Okay, old-fashioned canasta that my grandmother taught me. Okay, I'm 60 plus years old, and my grandmother taught me before I went to Alaska at age 10. So it's been a card game that's been around forever. An old-fashioned canasta, you put all of your cards in, all the 8s are together and all the 7s are together. And if you have 7 5s, that's called a canasta, and that's called a natural canasta. If you have 6 8s and a wild card, which would be a joker or a 2, that's called a black canasta, and that's worth 300 points. And a natural or red is worth 500 points. And each hand, you have to meld a certain amount on the table. You have to put a certain number of points. The first hand is 50, the second is 90, then it goes 120, 150. And it can last a long, long time because you can't go out until you.
Yeah, it's a long game and it moves kind of fast because if you're not thinking on your feet, you could get left behind without even realizing it.
So you have to put down 2 blacks and 2 reds before you can go out. And you usually play that kind of canasta with partners. And
Yep.
then there's hand and foot, which is a little bit faster and it's you don't play for money, you just play for points. And this, okay, canasta and hand and foot canasta, you play to get points. This, you don't want points. You don't want points. And anyway, so
So the idea of the game is not to get points.
right.
Oh my God. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Anyway, and they're fun. This is not expensive. It's $10 for a pack. And canasta, you need like 4. You can use regular cards, but you need like 4 packs.
Yeah,
I
you have to
prefer
have
to
like
buy
4
canasta
decks.
cards.
Yeah.
I prefer to buy canasta cards because they have the little numbers written on them, and it's just easier to keep count that way because I play with all my grands.
And the other thing about canasta is the more people playing, if you can get, because now I remember who I played with. We had 10 people at the table. And they say the more people are playing, the more crazy it gets. And I remember it got crazy and there was lots of laughing going on. It was hilarious what was going on because you get to see who really is good at it and who's not so good at it.
Okay, so here you are live. So I should turn my volume down
I'm not
to
hearing
go
it.
on.
Oh, you're going to the YouTube channel. Yeah. Just mute
Yeah.
Since you're gonna have the video up, you should see a little icon that you can turn the speaker off, kind of like on the YouTube live itself, and you won't hear nothing except what you and I are doing. And if I need to share the screen, tell me and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
No, I think I don't know if I did it, but I'm not hearing any backlash. Are you?
Yeah, nope, I don't hear a thing. Okay, now that you're there, can you show us the cards that you got?
Yes, sorry. Cards. The book.
Yeah, in the book. Yep. Now I hear
Okay.
something. There was that delay.
Oh, all right. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn off.
If you look at the live itself on YouTube, you'll see like the like button, you'll see where it says live, something like that. Anyway, you should see a little icon that you can turn the speaker off. Hey, Shirley. I'm glad you made it. And if you need help, I can always share the screen where you can see what the phone looks different. Come to think of it.
I don't want to have, I just want to have the chat up. I don't want to have the picture up. How do I get rid of the picture?
I don't know how you're going to do that on the phone. That's not possible. Only on the laptop. Because I've tried doing that where you can't get rid of the video because then the chat goes bye-bye. But I don't hear anything. Did you already close it again?
No.
So there's no sound coming from it, does it seem like?
Right.
And
oh, so at Quilted Twins, I didn't show you guys this. At Quilted Twins, which is my favorite quilt shop in the whole state of Florida. It's also the closest one to me. If you spent $20 this year, they gave you a goodie bag. And in the goodie bag was a big, what's it called? 2.5-inch strips.
oh, it's a jelly roll.
Yeah, except
You
I don't
got
think
a
it's
jelly roll out of that? Wow.
Oh wait, there's more. Not only did I get a jelly roll, I got a bag to make.
Nice.
And I also got a fat quarter and something else. And $12.95 or $12.50 of that $20 was my book. That's what I bought those little those two fat quarters, and that added up to 20. So I got my little thing. All right, so let me open this up so you can see the block cards.
Okay, that would be great.
So, and for some diehard quilters, what they're doing is they actually are making each of these blocks with this actual fabric.
Oh, so they bought fabric from that. Oh, cool. That's awesome. So that
That's
one is on black cards.
And that's the official. No, this is from Scrap. No, it says block cards. This is from Scrap and Sew.
Scrap and Sew. Okay, gotcha.
There, Scrap and Sew. Got it?
Yep.
And that's what their block looks like. I ordered on Amazon and had it delivered in one day because at at Quilted Twins. They gave me my block in a
That's
in a
cool.
nice
Yeah.
nice thing, but it was the only one I had, so I ordered off Amazon 50 more.
That's a nice looking block. That is cool looking.
That is from Bold Notions Quilting.
So I see flying geese and half square triangles in there. Oh my goodness, that's cute.
Okay. This one I particularly like. This is from Quilted Twins, but that's not why I like it. I just realized it was. I like it because it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. Pretty.
Oh, when I get through with the blocks, I will show you in the magazine the a lot of these quilt shops made quilts with the Florida Shop Hop fabric
Mm-hmm.
and had them hanging up, and there are pictures of them in the quilt in the magazine. So I will show that to you as well.
Okay. That's
And
beautiful.
this one is from the Sewing Studio in Lady Lake.
That's awesome. It's gorgeous.
And they've got, okay, at the Sewing Studio in Lady Lake, they gave me extra instructions because the only instructions that you really get with these block cards is they show you the letter of the cut pieces, but
So
on the back,
right?
then this is all the instructions that you get.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it wasn't confusing to me only because I know how to read blueprints, but evidently it was confusing to other people.
Yeah.
And this one really offends my sensibilities. This is
Why?
from Nana's Quilt Shop, and they're so sweet in there, but they're missing a little block in this corner.
Well, there's not one in the other corner either.
Well, I know they're missing it in both of them. You know, I'm a Libra. I gotta have symmetry. It just drives me crazy. You know.
You can change that yourself, you know. Make it yours.
Whatever. Okay, and so this one is from Beyond the Stitches. That's the name of the shop.
Ah, friendship star. That's beautiful.
So you know what I thought of? I thought about one of those ninja dudes. That's what I thought. You call it friendship. Yeah, I call it death.
Really? Oh, you're talking about the oh, doggone it. I know what you're talking about.
All right.
Nice.
Hi, Shirley in Alaska.
Yes.
Where in Alaska, Shirley?
I think she's in Anchorage or something.
I spent 4 years in Elmendorf. That's the Busy Bobbins. Shirley hasn't said where.
You've got a 30-second lag, so you got wait a minute.
Oh, I do. Okay.
YouTube lags behind our Zoom.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize.
My grandson.
I have to remind myself of that lag from time to time.
Okay, this is from the Village Quilt Shop in Fruitland Park. But oh, I spent the morning in the Villages. It was an eye-opening experience.
Just bet it was. It sure was for me the last time I was there. She says I am in Eagle River.
Oh, we used to camp in Eagle River before it was a real town. I saw bears at the dump at Eagle River. I love Eagle River. The Quilter's Cottage. I was there in 68 to 72. Yes, I'm that old. This is the Quilter's Cottage. What?
That's a pretty block.
Yeah.
Got a lot of flying geese in it, though.
Kind of okay. It's pretty busy. So for those that have just come in, what I've been showing are block cards that we received as a gift for doing the All Florida Quilt Shop Hop. And I'm going to show you some quilts that were made specifically with the Florida shop hop fabric. And the neat thing is they do it, they make the shop hop fabric for the area, for the state that you're in. So for Florida, of course, the shop hop fabric has a lot of manatee and flamingo and palm trees and oranges and alligators and just all sorts of neat things. So this is called Sunshine Swirl, designed, pieced, and quilted by Kayla Petty out of Patchwork River Quilting.
Nice. Sweet.
Yeah, that was nice. That's an 84 by 84. And the pattern for that is in this book, as a matter of fact. They give you all the patterns. Let's see, what's the next one? Oh, this one is designed, pieced, and quilted by Kathy Gromkowski at Sew and Quilt Company.
Oh, that one is gorgeous. Wow, look at that big X in the middle of it, all across it. That's nice. Wow.
And they're stunning in this book, but to see them in person, it takes your breath away. And I am serious. Well, it takes my breath away because, you know. All right, this one was designed and pieced by Tiffany Hayes, needle in a Hayes stack, and quilted by Scotty and Tiffany Hayes, needle in a Hayes stack quilters.
That's pretty. Looks real good.
Okay. And how are we doing?
We're doing good. People are watching. I don't know how many's in here, but they're watching.
Hi, Marie. I think
Robinson here.
maybe 28. I don't know. Okay, this one was designed, pieced, and quilted by Ann Marcellus of Sam Quilt Designs. I don't know these people. I don't have a clue. But anyway, I just am attributing to whomever.
Oh, that's a nice looking quilt.
Yeah.
Looks like they used a friendship star as part of it.
Recommended tools for this one are add a quarter ruler and clearly perfect slotted Krimmer a ruler for 2.5 half square triangles. They give you little tips.
Yeah.
This is not a Florida shop hop quilt, but at Crazy Quilters they showed that and I thought it was pretty. I thought y'all might want to see it.
Oh, that's nice.
So I don't think we have the thing for that one. I don't think they're giving us the pattern.
If you haven't hit that thumbs up like button, can y'all hit it, please? I'm just really saying hi to Jody.
Marketplace Boutique. I don't know who that is, but hello.
Her name is Jody.
Hi, Jody. I'm Myra. Okay, so this is designed by Stephanie Innes of Crafty Quilters, and it's quilted by Dee Dee Bedard. And this one is really neat. It takes the panel and does some neat things with it. And those of you that have just come in, what you're looking at is Florida shop hop quilt fabric and quilts made out of that quilt fabric.
Hey, that's a nice panel they used in the center of it.
Oh man, yes, it's beautiful. So, and they show you how to do the border. They give you all the instructions for those people that can, do instructions fairly well.
For those of you who have channels, type the word exclamation selfie and share your channel in the live, please. You're more than welcome to do that. I had the bot show you what it needs to look like.
Okay, I missed the quilted twins one, which is always one of the prettiest ones, but I don't know how I missed it.
That would be in the north central one, right? Or northwest central. Can't remember. My book's over here. Oh, see, here's my book from last year. For those who might be, I'll show you after she shows you. It's probably in the north central one.
Go ahead and pull it back for me, but from
Yeah, it's in north central. Look in that section.
Bonus beautiful pattern, naturally Florida, designed in piece by Becky Tillman Peterson, which is the twin that is a she is a missionary to Poland. It's quilted by D&J Quilting, and her sister Rachel does the day-to-day work for Quilted Twins.
Oh, nice. That's really cool. Is that supposed to be orange trees in the middle?
Yes, there's little oranges in them.
Nice.
So I guess that's what I'm really usually okay. I thought they had the big center. Well, I'll have to go back this week and take a picture of it and send it to y'all, because they've made like 3 or 4 of them with this fabric, and I'll show you the fabric in just one second. I don't think they did this last year, Katy, in our book, but this year one of the things they did was they put all of the fabric line, which I thought was just,
yeah.
Did they do that last year?
Let me look at the book and see. I think in here somewhere it shows the fabric that was honoring Florida, if I remember right. I'll have to see where it's at. I did buy some of the panels for the Florida one. I'll have to, after you're done showing your stuff, I'll dig them out. Yeah, the 2024. Yours should say 2025 all Photoshop top fabric line. Yep. I have the same thing here, but mine says 2024. So yep, they shared it in our book from last year too. It's on page.
Okay, can you see this panel down here?
Yep.
That is in real life exquisite. It's got manatees, it's got Florida panthers, it's got what are those swordfish dudes? Is that what they're called? Swordfish?
Swordfish, yeah.
Dolphins, turtles, egrets, ibis. Of course, it's got chickens. Those of you that have never been to Key West and a few other cities in Florida are overrun with wild chickens.
It's not bird.
It's not fun. They've got horses to celebrate Ocala, Florida's thoroughbred racers. They've got oranges. Yeah, anyway, it's just Bill doesn't understand this, but I would like to take this and cut it up and remake it.
Well, he's like, cut it up. Turn it into block.
He doesn't understand why you buy fabric to cut it up to sew it back together.
That's because that's what we do.
In his linear mathematical mind.
Yeah, that's what we do.
It's like, why? And I just said, because it soothes our soul. Don't worry about it.
Shirley says she's been to Key West and the chickens are out of control. So why isn't anyone eating them then?
I don't know. I don't know if they're protected or maybe they do eat them. I don't know.
My mother used to just walk out in the yard and pick one.
Oh, my grandma did, yeah. Wring its neck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The only one she
betcha.
didn't mess with was her layers, but the rest of them were fair game.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
She would take them and hang them upside down on the clothesline because they wouldn't get bruised that way. And then she would take care of dispatching them that way. She didn't like the meat being bruised because they've been bouncing around on the ground. Shirley says she thinks they're protected. Maybe they're a type of chicken that's indigenous to Key West. That might be why.
I don't know. I can't imagine.
How many of you have, well, I know some of you don't, but I have two different Facebook groups, and one of them is Living Greenland. And I shared a video or shared a post day before yesterday. Listen to this. It was a mama polar bear with her cub. That cub was almost as big as she was, and she was hunting. And at the same time, there was two hunters with their sledge dogs, and they were out hunting too. And the polar bear, the female, of course, she was hungry and wanted to feed her cub. She caught a smell of humans and the dogs, and so she headed toward their camp. Now, if this had happened anywhere else in the world, those two bears would have been dead. But this is what happened. The two hunters had rifles and what they call a sledge dog whip. The dogs went into automatic protection mode because he had like a dozen of them, I think. And before it was all over with, one of them took their rifle and all he did was shoot the snow in front of the bear. He did not shoot the bear. No, this is good. All it took was a shot from the rifle, a couple cracks of the whip, and those two bears ran away. So instead of killing them, they got to live another day. And I can imagine the adrenaline just flowing, seeing these big, huge bears that would like to eat you for dinner, but they kept their head about them and ran them away. And I think that's wonderful. Shirley says, I checked Google. She says they are protected. Oh,
bug control.
For bug control, that makes perfect sense. Because you can't spray the water. Robin said she lived in the Keys in the 80s. Nice.
Where did you live in the Keys? My son and his wife are food service workers, and they lived in Islamorado. I think it's Islamorado. It's 70 miles down from Miami. It's about halfway. I think it's Islamorado.
I must be crazy thinking this was a great idea to make so many hourglass blocks.
Sis, what I would like to know is the name of that ruler that you were using that enabled you to make one cut instead of having to turn it and make the other.
It's called you better write this down. It's called
Half pin.
Quilt in a Day. That's who it's by. And this one is a 6.5 inch triangle square up ruler.
Because that's what it does.
Yeah. Now there's also, which we were talking about earlier on the other live, there's also this block lock, and dang it, it works similar, but I never have used this one. But now that I got shown how to use it, I will test it. But it's another way of, but the squares have to be open for this one, for the block lock, because there's this indentation Let me unspotlight you for a minute and I'll show you what I'm talking about so you can see.
No, I saw it earlier, but show it to everybody else because it
Do you
was,
see this ridge? This is
yeah,
on a block. So when you
right.
have these blocks open, let me get an open one. When you slide it on here, it locks onto that seam. See how it's not moving anywhere? And
Right,
then
but then you still
trim.
have to do the 2 cuts, right?
Yeah, you still have to do the 2 cuts. But this has to be open to do that. As the versus the one I'm using, these blocks are closed or the triangle's closed and I'm trimming it before I ever open it.
Right, I love that.
And this is, to me, doable. The only downside that I don't like about this ruler, and actually I have 2 of them, come to think of it. Where'd the other one go? Oh, I dropped it on the floor. The only thing I don't like about this ruler, and I'm going to be doing a video about this, is it's very, there's no, it's slick. So things slide. So, but what I did to improvise is I have these little they're like plastic clear sticky things. Can you see them?
Yeah, hearts.
I put them on the back of the ruler, and this came in one of my sampler boxes, and putting that on there gives a little bit of friction. So when you're trimming, especially when because I use this other end quite often because it's half sizes, like 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. So I put them down here. Same thing down here on the lower part because I usually don't make big, huge triangles unless I have to. So this keeps this ruler from moving so much as the versus when you don't have anything on the back of it, it might slide around. That's the only thing that most rulers are a pain in the butt about. They slide. But also, they do have new rulers out that you can buy, not on this brand that I know of, but regular rulers. See, I have a bunch of creative grid rulers. Everything I have is creative grid, just about. And these rulers are not cheap. And it took me a long time to build up my different sizes of rulers. And they came out with this new ruler where it has some kind of film on the back. And instead of the ruler moving off the fabric moves with the ruler, which is what you want because you don't want the fabric slipping under the ruler. These rulers, these will slide right off the fabric, or, when you're cutting it, you know how sometimes when you're cutting, the fabric moves underneath the ruler because it does it sometimes. This ruler prevents fabric from, not this ruler, the new rulers that are out called, someone help me out. What's the name of the rulers that, I have one. Where's it at? I actually have one because I bought one just to test run it to see if it was everything it was cracked up to be. I like it for the most part. I don't know where it's at, but it has this film on it. And literally you can move the fabric around on your cutting board, but the fabric never moves under the roller. It's called Quilter Select. That's the name of it. And the only thing I don't like about the one thing I don't like about it is I have difficulty seeing the numbers because of my eyesight. Where'd you go? Hey, Pam.
I went to look at my
do you have a Quilter Select ruler?
I have, let's see, I don't know
where mine is at the moment because I keep moving things around over here.
I have a Shape Cut 2, and I have a Quilt Cut Strip Savvy Extra Large. Those have the holes in them that I like.
Oh, did you get it? Is that it? Wait, let me see.
Which
I want
one?
a stripology ruler so bad.
No, it's not stripology. I think that would be expensive, wouldn't it? This is
the way I cut yardage.
Well, this is Quilt Cut Strip Savvy Extra Large. It's got, can you see my finger?
Yep, it has slits in it so that you can run the
slits, yes. So I have a big one, And then I have this little one, June Taylor.
Ah, that's
Swap.
really
I don't know these names. I don't know any brands. I don't know names. I just see something, and if I think I need it, or if I just want it.
Misty says she loves her stripology rulers. Yep, the next time my behind comes to the United States, there's going to be a big one stuck in my suitcase because I cut a lot of I love yardage, so it would behoove me, especially when I'm cutting my own strips, because I like cut. There's just something satisfying about cutting 2.5-inch strips.
Hey sis, do you remember? Were you with me when we went to I'm not sure if you guys had already gone back or not, but one of the quilt shops named Cookies Fabrics actually gave us creative
I was
grids.
just going to say that looks like a creative grids ruler. I know that how that one. Yeah, that's a nice one. This
They
about
gave that to us in the shop hop thing.
Yeah, that was what probably after we had left already.
But it's got on the back of it, it feels.
It has a rough feeling to it, but it still will move compared to the Quilter Select ruler. But I'm not saying go buy one because I only own one, and I don't. The biggest complaint I have about every darn ruler is the glare from lights, and it
Oh,
bounces off my glasses, which hampers my eyesight. That is the biggest complaint I have about every darn ruler out there. There is not one that doesn't have glare on it. I started out with the Missouri Star green rulers, and they're the worst of all of them because of that tint. And someone's, I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about the pink ones were worse than the green ones, which is interesting. I can't even imagine having glare from neon pink ones, you know?
I kept looking in thrift shop and antique stores for a clapper and for the seam thing
Are
like
you
you have.
are you looking for the antique ones?
Yeah, I want an antique clapper because then I can hold on to it and just imagine all the ladies who've held it in the past and done it. But I went and bought one anyway
You want to
because
see? Look at my little antique iron.
oh, that's
I actually have the
precious.
we actually have the plug to it, and there's a steel plate that it sits on that's in the sewing room. But this is from someone, and this handle is actually real wood.
Oh, that's
But it's
awesome.
very heavy, so sometimes I use it like a clapper.
I love my wood clapper. I just love it. And then you know that thing that you have that's also with your seam roller
Yep,
presser?
yep. I have two of
Yeah.
these.
Well, I couldn't find one anywhere. So before they went out of business,
Yep, that's similar. Yep, that's the same
where
thing.
where I
These
went to the featherweight group, so
mhm.
I bought it from her.
These came
So
from that quarter shop. And actually this one is by Violet Craft, and the other one, the turquoise one I have, that came in a sew sampler box. But you can get them from Fat Quarter Shop's website. But you can also find these on Amazon. Depends on which place you want to buy it from. What do you want?
depends on how many points I've collected on my Fetch app.
A lot, maybe?
Well, when I get 50,000, 55,000, I trade it in for a $50 Amazon gift card.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah, I don't care who has my marketing data. I figure as much as I've done with the VA and been on different TV things and different websites and things that, I don't have any hope for confidentiality. So I
So
don't
Shirley,
care if they, what?
so Shirley says there is one called the Clearly Perfect Slotted Trimmers, and I think I might have one of those. And then Pam says, "Hi, Katy. Happy to catch a few minutes. I don't have internet since the move yet, so probably can't stay but a few minutes. Misty says she loves her stripology. Shirley says she has one and she gets, but I get elbows in my strips. Uh-oh. And then Misty says, Shirley, that usually means your fabric isn't on the straight of grain when cutting. Oh, I know what she's talking about now.
What is
And
an elbow? Help me out.
so sometimes on yardage, let me get something here. Sometimes when yardage is comes off the bolt, or sometimes it happens on the bolt, the grain of the fabric moves sideways a bit, so you end up with, so when you're pressing it and then you go and cut strips, and when you open the strip up, it's crooked. Even though you know that you cut a straight edge on both sides, it still has that little elbow in it, like moves a little bit. And it's not from something you did, it's because the grain of the fabric's not straight. And that happens sometime on some fabric, not all of them, but I only usually see this happen when I leave mine folded like this too long. If I fold it like this and put it on a bolt, I'll end up with the elbow in this second fold, not in the original fold from up here. But sometimes you'll see it even up here. And it's because when it was put on the bolt, it was put on there crooked. And so it got it, so the fabric will, it's like a computer. It adjusts to whatever's being done to it. That's why when you put holes in it, and you're like, well, I put holes in this, it's going to have holes in it forever. It doesn't. It like heals itself, kind of like. The only one that's not good about healing itself is batik sometimes, from what I heard. But I've never had that trouble with batiks, but some people have. But anyway, but that's what it is. It's the best way I can explain it. Because I cut a strip. I actually think I have a strip where I can show it to you. Because I bought this fabric from Joann's. And I cut both sides straight. So this one might show the elbow in it. Let me see if it does.
Hi, Michelle.
Because the yellow one did that I was using yesterday. No, I don't think this one has an elbow. This particular fabric, the yellow one did. Even after I pressed this first. Then I cut a straight edge. Then I cut the width I needed. And this one's been folded like this for a while. And I noticed that it was like moved to the side a little bit. So I went and pressed it really good so that when I cut that strip, I didn't have that elbow she's talking about.
Hey, Tampa, where are you from in Tampa?
She's not from Tampa.
Tampa's Creek Homestead and more.
Yep.
Not from Tampa.
Tampa, can you explain about the name, please? Because I think you're better apt to share it than me trying to explain it after you told me. She says hi to Nikolai. She'll answer in just a minute. She's actually, I think, you're in Ohio, right? Either Ohio or Iowa, one of them. But she'll explain why she has that name. It has to do with one of her family members.
Aww.
Apparently it was his name. I'm waiting on her to answer because we have a 30-second delay. She's crying. Teasing while smiling. She's in Indiana. See, I still got it wrong. Can you tell us about why you named your channel that name? And you're going to have to babysit in a minute so I can take a certain dog somewhere.
Okay.
I took her out earlier. Do you think she would do both her business? She just ate, so she should have been ready to go. No, she's pulling one of her little stunts like, I'm going to wait till later to bother you while it's still windy as heck outside. At least there's not much snow to put back on our house. Thank God. I don't know. She's not answering yet. Anyway, it has to do with a family member who had a name. His name was Tampa.
Cool.
And so that's where that came from. Part of the name anyway. She explained it in a live the other day, and I forgot exactly what she said.
I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
Are you getting tired?
No, it's the pollen. My car is yellow and
Oh,
the
hi,
pollen is,
Colin. She said my grandmother used to call my granddad Tampa, and I wanted to include him in my journey, so I used his nickname Tampa. So there you have it.
aw, that's
Here's
wonderful.
Myra opened your eyes. Myra, what opened your eyes about the villages? Oh, there's lots of things we can say about the villages.
People older than me acting very friendly with each other in parking lots. And they couldn't have all been monogamously married. Excuse me. Sorry. I need to go find my Tylenol sinus. That will take care of me. But I hate to take medication. So she's taken the puppy out. Oh, that's a good idea, Misty. Shirley, try looking up a video about getting the elbows and it will tell you how to fix that. It's a lot to text out. Y'all, I really appreciate Katy letting me come on Zoom because I hate to text or to type in a chat more than anything, almost. I had to type for a living. And so, yeah, I'd rather talk to you. So, the Villages is a mostly adult only community, although they have to let some under 55 in. But there's rumors about their STD rates and swingers and swapping and stuff like that, which I think is really funny. And that may go on there. But the two people that I know that live there are devout Christian women that would never, ever do anything like that. And so it's really kind of funny in my opinion. Um, but yeah, they were very friendly in the parking lot today. I did notice that. And I don't, maybe it was all family members, but there was a lot of hugging and kissing and patting and rubbing and stuff. Enough so that I actually stopped and stood there a minute and watched. Yeah, it was interesting. Oh, Nico sent me something in messengers. Oh, Robin Marie is 2 miles away from the Villages. Well, darling, well, I can tell you where I was at today. I was in Crystal River. I was at Nana's quilt shop. I was at Lady Lake. I was at Sew Together. I was at the village. Yeah, I was all up in there today. It's a normal day over there. Misty, we're talking about the villages in Florida. My gosh, I got a lot of messages and oh, thanks, Miko. You just made me very hungry, honey. Although I will say, when I'm in Panama City, Florida, with my mom, one of the things that up until this week she really, really liked to do was she liked to go out to eat at least one meal every day. And Panama City's in the Panhandle, and on the Gulf of Mexico, so we have a lot of really good mom pop down home seafood restaurants. And so I have gotten my fill of oysters and my fill of grouper and yeah, catfish and mahi mahi and just yeah, good seafood. Shrimp, oh my word. And then we have crabs. So oh, Shirley. Well, I'm a native Floridian, but this is the bad thing about living in Alaska from 10 years old to 14 and being your dad's um, stand-in son. He took, they have medication for that. Yeah, right, Misty P. I'm talking about snow crabs. Thank you very much. I don't like Dungeness. I like snow and king and blue crabs. Um, but
Oh, are you on the phone?
no, I'm reading the
I'll be right back, okay?
oh, okay. So yeah, I love oysters, but the bad thing about being in Alaska and being like your dad's son is he takes you fishing and you hear all about hunting. He didn't ever take me hunting with him, but you learn to eat moose and caribou. You learn to love salmon and I know you know what I'm talking about, Mr. P. And you learn to eat crabs that you've caught your own self in the crab baskets, and it doesn't cost anything but your time in the basket. And then you come to the lower 48 and they want your firstborn and a second mortgage on your house for the amount of crabs that I like to eat. So yeah, I was very spoiled in Alaska, and that love for salmon and crab and wild game has never left me. I love when I got to go to Wyoming and have buffalo burgers, even though I didn't have buffalo in Alaska, but you know, it reminded me of the moose and the caribou and the elk and like that. So yeah. So Shirley, crab baskets are the old man. Oh, Robin, that was good. That was really good. Halibut is your favorite. Okay. Well, we really didn't do much boat fishing. Isn't that how you get halibut is you do boat fishing? We really did the rivers and the streams. Um, so yeah, I like it all. Oh no, allergic to shellfish. Oh, bless your heart. I'm so sorry. That would just break my heart if I ever became allergic to shellfish. Knock on wood. Because I really do love it. I like clams and I like mussels and I like oysters. Yeah, Shirley, offshore for the halibut. So yeah, not many military people have boats big enough to go offshore in Alaska. So we didn't know anybody. And I guess I don't know if dad ever took a fishing trip on a boat, but he didn't take me. Oh, scallops. I love bay scallops. Sea scallops are good, but bay scallops are the little tiny ones and they're so sweet. You just cook them in butter and then you use that butter to pour over fresh asparagus and over sweet potatoes, baked sweet potatoes. That's my favorite meal in the whole world. And then if you throw a filet mignon alongside it, I am I have died and gone to heaven. I'm a carnivore. Oh, bless your heart. A lot of allergies. Well, it's midnight here for me, and I'm hungry again. Um, Tampa's, do you have a quilt guild or a quilt shop that gives classes in your area? Because that's a really, really good way to get some help. Also, Katy and a lot of the people that have their own YouTube podcast thingies. Obviously, I have no clue what I'm talking about, but that do what we're doing right now. They do a lot of instructional, and that's really good. I would think in Indianapolis, there's got to be some pretty awesome quilt shops. Well, there you go. I don't see a thumbs up like button.
Come on, Nora.
Nico, you eating mashed potatoes, babe?
Sorry about that. Oh, I think I had an upset stomach.
Thank you for sharing.
He says mashed potatoes. He makes the best mashed potatoes. He fed you mashed potatoes, remember?
Oh, he does make great mashed potatoes.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
I
Mine
don't make the
tastes
mashed
like
potatoes in
glue.
our house because he's really good at it.
Mine tastes like glue, so I just don't bother.
You have to go out of the chat. It's under the channel name. What are we looking for?
Um, she wants to learn how to quilt, and I told her there were a lot of instructions,
Yeah,
you know.
this is a whole community. There's lots of people in here that quilt, but uh, what what does she want to learn how to do?
A quilt. I suggested a local guild or
Yeah,
a quilt store that has classes.
but I can also recommend a couple of online sites. Hang on a minute. Let me get you a few links that you can watch from YouTube as well, so you can get a feel of things. All right, let me go get, because we have Missouri Star. Um, Jenny and Co. has lots of great videos. So let me get that one. Oh, I don't want to, let's go to the other one. Nora, no. I was watching the Cruft show last night, and there was somebody on there with a dog with the same name as my dog. Okay, let's go to Missouri Star.
Yes, Nico, you will have to make mashed taters for me the next time you come.
Okay, I'm going to start sharing some links for you on what you can watch too while you're looking for a local quilt show or shop or a local quilt guild. So here's the first one. This one is Missouri Star. She has all kinds of tutorials. Or they do, because now the daughter and the daughter-in-law also help. And right now, Jenny's on a missionary she's on missionary right now in South either South Africa or North Africa. I can't remember which. Nor you need to get off my foot pedal because I can hear my sewing machine beeping. Okay, that's the first one. Let me get the one for Fat Quarter Shop. Oops. And then there's one for Fat Quarter Shop. I have that Outlander. I watched Outlander yesterday. Where did that come from?
Really? Where is that coming from?
That's what I want to know. That was weird. No, I want you. That must have been on YouTube. Okay. Let me find Fat Quarter Shop. You'll find tutorials, also tutorials, whenever this thing decides to let me have it. Oh, okay. Let's see here. And there is this one. Okay, let me see here. We have Janice's sites that you can go visit. She just happens to be, oops, that did not come out right. That's Janice. Janice has a great site. So does, let's see, Charisse. She's a good one to watch. Katy, is it okay to drop my channel for Shirley? I don't want to. You're not going to be able to do that because the bot's not going to let you do that. But I can do this. What you can do is type exclamation. Oh, wait. Yes, you can. Tampa. Hang on a minute. Type exclamation selfie to share your channel. The bot will let you do it that way. So I've just shared with you with Janice's channel. She does tutorials. So does So Hooked on Treasures. And I'm trying to think of the name of the other one. There is Shonda. She also has one. There is so many. And when you look at these smaller channels, you will find that if you'll go look on their main page, you'll see all of their other friends that are within this quilting community. And most all of us have some kind of tutorial. I just started doing tutorials a little while ago, and so I'm still learning how to do them. So there's plenty of links right there for you to get started on. And she just shared her channel, so if y'all want to mosey over there, she's got a great channel too. Okay.
So I don't have a channel and I don't have YouTube. I just have friends.
Hey, it's okay. Not everybody wants to be. Did you think I would ever do this? No.
No. I'm so proud of you.
You know how long I messed around before I pulled the trigger? Let's see.
I do know.
First time Becca brought it up, it was 3 years later. I think finally I pulled the trigger, and it's like, I must be insane. But I'm enjoying it now. At first, I wasn't so sure. And every now and then, I still have to question it, but it's doing good. Okay. Did you finish showing everything you wanted to share?
Sure, yeah. I mean, that's all about the shop hop that I can think of. So,
have you made any new quilts? Do you have any new quilts or anything you want to share?
Me?
Yeah. So tell us what you're working on besides the card thing right now.
Well, I'm working on those holders, those card holders. And yeah, that's what I'm working on. But I did actually pull something out. Hang on. Turn the light on.
I didn't know whether Nikolai was still in here or not, but he is.
He's been lurking. Okay, can you all?
The dragonfly fabric, that's pretty.
All right, can you see that? And it's got gold to it.
Yep.
Can you spotlight me so it comes in big for them?
Yes. And you're welcome, Tampa. That'll get you started.
So I have these blocks that I've cut out that size. And then I have these jelly rolls that I have done this with.
Oh, that looks great. Do you know what are you going to leave them that way, or are you going to cut them?
Can you see them all?
Yep, they're pretty.
And so it's done this whole length of fabric. And I want to cut them and put them with this because they match.
That'll look gorgeous.
And yeah, but I don't know what to do. I'm kind of stuck. So I have it. And yeah. But I did know when I was doing my jelly rolls, this big long piece, I did know that I was supposed to go one way and then go the other way. So I did do that. So I think it
looks good.
I think it's pretty good. And I actually didn't rip any of this out. So yeah, I was happy with it. But so there's that. And then I found I don't know if it's a double or if it's just a wedding ring. I don't know which it is. So I don't know. I may lose my chat for YouTube, but I want to go in and show you all the picture. We'll talk about other things while I go try to find it. I found it yesterday and showed it to somebody, and it would be easier to show you the picture than to actually get it out of the cabinet. So let me scroll through. Does Nico know about the totaled Corvette?
I think so. I think he saw the picture of it.
Oh, okay. The video thing, yeah. It was sad.
Yeah.
My husband bought a Corvette 3 years ago on my birthday. Not for me, not for my birthday, for himself. It's a 2004 C5, bright yellow, school bus
very
yellow, school bus yellow convertible. And about 5 weeks ago, I was up at my mother's away from him, and he called me and said, guess where I'm at? And I said, you're at Disney, because he goes a lot. He said, no, I'm at the Harley Davidson down the road from Disney. And I said, well, that's nice. He said, guess what I've done? I said, I know you haven't done what I think you've done. And he said, I did. And I said, you did not. We had a Honda Shadow Arrow. We had a trike. It was a Honda Shadow Arrow. It was a very small engine, and it didn't pull us very well. It didn't have any strength or any get up and go. And my son somebody hit my son and totaled that. And so we've been without a trike for a few years, and it's like, okay, we're without a trike, no big deal. Well, he's been saying, I want another one, and I've been saying, no, you have a vet and you have a motorhome, and life is so good. Life is so good. We're so blessed. And I want a trike. So anyway, he bought a trike. 2.5 weeks after he bought the trike, he was hit from behind by an 18-wheeler, spun around on I-75, and then hit again by an SUV. And praise God, he walked away from it with only some bulging discs. So we're very, very, very grateful.
Are they going to pay for the worth of that car? Because that car was worth something, wasn't it?
No, they offered us originally, USAA, we will never, ever use them again. They offered us $10,000 for that car.
What? Gotta be
Uh-huh.
kidding me.
Well, Bill only paid 17 for it, okay?
Not the
He
point.
got a really good deal. They're not as expensive as you think they are.
Well, they used to be, didn't they?
Well, a 2004, a C5 is not the super old one, and it's not the super new one. So it's right in that
But in that little, yeah. Okay, got
window that,
because last time I looked at a brand new Corvette, they were the price of a house.
well, yeah, the newer ones are and the older ones are, but you can get them. You can get them for 15 to 20,000. You can. So anyway, so he had that bet, and
Well,
but anyway, USAA doesn't know the difference between kilometers and miles because they looked at the odometer and they said it had XYZ miles, but it was showing in kilometers.
Oh, so they didn't even notice that, huh?
And so no, they didn't. And so anyway, they had to go back and refigure. So we ended up getting more than the 10,000 first initial offer, but I thought he's going to pop a gasket when they offered him that. Y'all, I'm serious.
Pop the gasket. You're like, we're not dumb. Hello.
Well,
especially when he didn't even cause the accident.
Well, in Florida, it's a no-fault state, so it doesn't matter. We're having to litigate with the company that hit him for other things, like his bulging discs.
Yeah.
But and we're really not a litigious family, but you know, we lost our vet. We lost that way of life because we can't do parades anymore. We don't get to be a member of the vet club, and
you don't get to take Nikolai out in it.
can't take Nico out for a ride in it. No. So, you know, it's sad.
I'm glad we got to ride in it at least once.
I know.
Your husband would not let me drive him home though. When he was doing that surgery thing with his mouth, he comes out and he says, I'm driving.
Do you know, I didn't drive it the first 18 months we owned it because I knew if I got behind the wheel, I would
I just wanted to drive it just from this doctor's office to your house. That's all I wanted.
On I-75 where you can go 90 or 100.
Well, I wouldn't have drove it that fast because I didn't want him hollering at me, but still, he wouldn't even let me get behind it.
Surprised.
That really sucked.
I'm surprised because
he would let me know it.
All right, I guess it would be quicker to just go over to the cabinet and get that quilt out.
I know it was his baby, but still, I would have loved to at least drove it for a few minutes, you know?
Well, I would have insisted.
I have never driven a Corvette.
Well, they're not fun to sit in.
Well, I know. And do you know that's the first time I have ever even been in one? All of my life, I've never sat in one.
I refuse to sit in a Jaguar because it's my dream car. I just like the looks of them. And I refuse to even sit in one because I don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Because sitting in a Corvette is not fun whatsoever.
Fun getting in it. But it probably was fun when you were younger, maybe, but not at our age.
Well, we didn't have it when we were younger.
Nope.
We had to get this old to be able to afford it.
Did I ever tell you what my first car was? My first car was a 1967 Pontiac GTO with a 400 cubic inch motor in it, 8-cylinder with 4 quadrajet carburetor on the top of it, with dual chrome exhaust pipes going out both sides of it. We painted it cherry red, so every cop in Columbia County knew whose car that was. I stayed in so much trouble with that car.
My very first
I
car,
loved it.
my very first car was a 1964 push button Dodge Dart
Oh my
that
goodness.
my uncle gave me in 74 or in 1975 because he was getting divorced and he didn't want his ex to have it.
Oh boy.
And it was nothing to write home about, but it was a push button
Wow.
before everybody else had push buttons, you know?
Yeah. Is there any comments in the chat?
I don't know. I'm trying to find this picture.
Okay, let me look. I'm
But
pressing the Michelle
but
says
the-
beautiful fabric colors.
Oh, thank you.
And Shirley says my hubby has a ooh, Shirley's hubby has a Harley trike.
We have a tri-glide. That's what we have.
Oh, that's cool. And that's another thing. I haven't been on a Harley either. Now I've been on a Goldwing. My brother has a Harley, but the last time I saw him, he didn't even offer to take me out on it.
We can't afford a Goldwing, so we got a Harley.
Yeah, my dad had a Goldwing, but when my dad and mom were first together, he was in the Navy. He had some friends in Indianapolis that were, and all that I guess they were Navy friends or something. And my mom and his wife were friends too, and they all had a Harley at the time. This is before my mom, I guess, started having kids. And there's pictures of my mom on her Harley and leggings. It's the funniest thing. She looks so sexy on that Harley.
Well, I don't think we look real sexy on a Harley trike, but that isn't why we have it. So it makes us happy. At this age, it's not about
Nope.
what we have. It's about who we have in our life still.
Yeah. But I never had the desire to want to own a Corvette. If I had a chance to own another GTO, probably I would. Because I really loved that car. But I also like the Pontiac Firebird too.
Ooh.
That's fun to drive.
Well, my favorite is a 64, 65 Mustang.
Yeah, I'm not so big on Mustangs, but my husband loves them.
Oh, I love a Mustang. That was my first car was the push button Dodge Dart from my uncle. But my first car really my first car, my dad bought and rebuilt a Mustang for me. I was so proud of that thing, y'all.
My third car was a Mustang too, and I hated that thing.
Why?
And the reason I didn't like it is because the girl I bought it from, it didn't occur to me that a 6'4" girl would have most of what you don't think about being messed up, like the car doors didn't close properly because she would use the car doors to get herself out of the car because she was so tall. And it was different things.
Wow.
And over time, I was constantly replacing parts that were worn out from the weight. I guess she must have drove the heck out of it because it cost me more money than it was worth. I ended up in the end getting rid of it because I just wasn't happy. Yeah, I just didn't like it very much.
Well, it's not fun to buy something and then to rebuild it unless that's what you were intending to do.
Do you know what a steering coupling is?
Yes and no.
It goes, it's, you know how you have your steering wheel and then you have this long shaft that goes through the wall of the car down below the
Right.
wheels and stuff. And it attaches to the I think the front chassis where it makes the wheels do what it does.
Right.
She must have really was hard on the steering wheel, and when I wasn't aware that the coupling was out when I bought the car, because you don't know. And then when I would get down the road and I'm like, there's something wrong with the front end of this car. And so I took it to have it looked at, and the oil, because I went to have the oil changed anyway, because I just bought the car and everything. And I said, can you check the steering, because there feels like there's some kind of play in it or something. He says, okay. He looked and he come back and he said, young lady, the coupling on the steering is out and it's dangerous to drive it like that. That must have been the reason she sold the car. Do you know how much it cost me to replace that thing? Almost $300 back then.
Wow.
This little tiny wedge looking plastic thing that goes up in between. It's like a bushing. And I guess she cranked the wheel so much she broke it. I'm like, why do people mistreat cars? I'll never know. It's one thing to squill tires because you just have fun doing it, but you don't abuse the rest of it.
All
there's
right.
a picture of it. We have a picture of Nikolai in the Corvette.
Yeah.
I think that might be over on my community tab. Maybe. I'll have to look. Let's see. What is with all the commercials today? Robin says, I don't know. I've been watching videos for the last couple of weeks and they are crazy with commercials. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. That looks very
So
like,
it's a double wedding ring or a wedding ring. I'm not sure which,
oh,
but
very
anyway,
nice.
it needs some TLC,
Uh-huh.
and I like to hand sew. So I bought it to you know, to mend it. And tomorrow I'm going to drive up to Ocala, and for $20 I'm going to get a Dritz quilt stand.
Mm-hmm.
They're normally like $80 new.
Yeah.
And so anyway, if it's not brittle, if the PVC hasn't gotten old and brittle, because she said it's been in her closet for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked her to please check to see if it was brittle, because if I can't, clamp it and stuff, then it's not going to do anything.
Oh, I know, honey.
But
We all hate the ads. Apparently, there must be commercials showing up in my live.
okay, well, let me go to your live so I can help with that. I'm sorry. Hang on.
The ads are the only way they can take care of it themselves is to skip it. And I don't know. These might be short ads for all I know. Let me go check my settings on my studio and see if I can do something about it. Hold on a minute, you guys. Let me go have a peek at my studio. Right. Let's go up here. Let's go to edit.
Wow, Shirley, that's a heck of a trip. I'm just now reading about your trip. Wow. Do you know, Shirley, my dad, my mother, my sister, and I drove the Alcan before it was paved from Panama City, Florida, through Victoria, British Columbia, into Alaska, pulling a pop-up trailer camper.
Wow. Y'all, I'm making progress on these triangles. I've got them all trimmed down now. Now I'm removing the doggy ears, and then all I got to do next is open the seam, and they'll be ready for sewing together.
I'm going to show you one more thing. Hang on.
Okay. Misty says there has been a ton of them tonight. A ton of them on my channel, Misty, or everybody's channels?
So, Katie, did we go to the Pioneer Village, or did I know we drove by it, but did we go in it or at all?
No, I don't think we went in it. I think we ran out of time.
Okay, well, a few times a year they have
Oh,
there's this old Pioneer Village in Dade City, and a few times a year they have different celebrations, and they have a quilt show,
mm-hmm.
and they were selling things. I paid $10 for this quilt top, and the one of the women working there, when I picked it up and shook it out and saw what it was and said, "Oh, yes," she went, "Oh, I don't think that's supposed to be in that pile." And I said, "Well, it's got a $10 tag on it, and so I'm buying it." And she was not happy. Do you want to?
Yeah, and then remind me to turn it back off when we're done.
Okay, I will.
Ah, those are hexies.
Yes. Can
That's
you see them
great.
all?
You got yourself a good deal, so all you need to do is finish it.
That's it, babe. And it doesn't even need repair. It's just a matter of yeah, fixing it. So I was really, really excited about that one.
That's awesome.
So yeah, flip me. Oh, you flipped me back. Good job.
Sometimes, Misty, I don't know what the deal is, but some nights they're pretty bad, and other nights you don't hardly see any of them. I noticed I watch a lot of YouTube on my TV, and it's been insane the amount of ads I've been seeing. It's crazy. And us creators do the best we can to try to filter them out, but sometimes you lose. Sorry about that. I've seen about 4 so far. What kind of ads are they, since you mentioned it? Curious. Are they quilty ads or what are they?
Well, I turned my live off and only have the chat going on
Oh,
that. So
Misty says it's okay. It's not your fault. Yeah, because I try to make sure that that doesn't happen a lot. Robin says she's seen 8 so far. Wow. Dang.
okay.
I'm trying. Look at all these half square triangles I'm getting done. Yay! Won't be long and I'll be making hourglass blocks.
Oh, that's grand.
Coming along. I know one thing. I need to go get my medicine and take it because I'm in pain. What time is it?
12:34 my time.
Yeah, we're getting close to 3 o'clock, and I'm probably going to stop at 3. I got premiums when so many political ads drove me nuts. I really hope y'all are not seeing political ads because they're not supposed to be doing that on our channels.
No, I've not seen any political ads.
Yeah, if you're going to see political ads, I would think it would be on the news or something. Actually, I don't know if I've ever seen a political ad on YouTube. But it could be I have something set so I don't see them. Hey, Denise. She says, hi, everyone. I came in. You guys were talking about the villages. And wait, you were talking about the villages, and the only ad I've seen was when I refreshed the channel and it was less than 15 seconds. Okay. Non-quilting stuff, says Nikolai. Okay. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'll do what I can do, and the rest is YouTube. And I think they're doing some kind of ad change. I'm not sure exactly what it means, but it sounds like they're going to be making ads show up in your lives anyway. At least that's what it seems like. Because apparently the revenue is not being gathered because of lack of the way it is or something. I don't know. I watched a video yesterday from the YouTube thing and it was talking about it. Some of what they said I understood, and some of it I didn't. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Animals and fertilizer, said Robin Marie. Oh, very United States stuff then. See, over here we see things like Greenland advertisements for like deuces, but we also see things from other European things and weird, and sometimes they're weird ones too, like they're videos of people in India doing music videos or the Middle East. Every now and then I'll see something that has to do with Russia, but I think that YouTube's kind of cracked down on the Russian thing. Denise says, that is what I think I heard on Ian's channel. Creators won't have a choice. Nope. And that's what I watched on the YouTube thing. We're not going to have a choice. So we're going to all just have to deal with it. And it's something to do with revenue being lost for both the advertisers and for YouTube creators. Although I'm not sure, I'm not getting any money from much ads anyway. So there's that. So I don't know. You're going to have a really big channel to make money off of it. Right now, I'm not making that much. I would like to make enough to buy some hardware to make my videos better. But so far, that hasn't happened. I need an apparatus to put a camera right here so you can see just this spot right here. Like what Becca does with hers. Almost here with all these dog ears. Man, I'm going to have a big mess to clean up. I have this big pile of, look, Myra.
Woo!
Yeah. Sitting over here on the side of my sewing area, and there's a bunch of dog ears right here. Jeez, it's going to be a big mess. Eric says, oh no. Eric says, just got an ad for a bra. Sorry, couldn't help it. That's too funny. A bra of all things. Wow.
I used to get so embarrassed when those ads came on when I was a teenager. You know, they lift and separate. What are they separating from? And where are they lifting them to? I didn't understand those ads.
And I'm pretty sure, I don't know how you were back when you were young, but I didn't have much to have to worry about that kind of thing. Oh my gosh. They're all laughing at this with tears coming out of their eyes. And Eric's like probably rolling his eyes about the video or the ad, like, really? This one was wireless, okay?
Oh, those are the best kind. Y'all, my mother in Anchorage, Alaska, I got my first bra when I was 10 years old. And yes, I did need it. And I was 10 and we were in J.C. Penney's downtown. And she put that doggone thing on me over my clothes in front of God and everybody.
Oh no, that would have been humiliating.
I thought I was going to die. Number one, I didn't want a bra because the few girls in my class that had one, the boys always popped them.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there was that. And it wasn't so much that I needed a bra as that I was just fat and chubby. So, but anyway.
Harassment at its finest. Only back then they That's what that was.
Yeah, that was awful. That was awful.
One time this boy popped my bra after I told him to don't put his hands on me, and he popped my bra anyway. And I didn't mean to do it. But I got upset and I swung at him, and he made the mistake of ducking, and guess where I hit him? Right in the face. He got slapped, not hit, slapped. And I never seen a young man get angry as fast as he did. He chased me into the classroom because I had slapped him like a girl. And I didn't mean to. I was trying to hit him in the arm. And the teacher's like, what's going on here? And we got drug off to the principal's office. And the principal asked me what was going on. I said, I told him to keep his hands off of me and stop popping my bra. And he wouldn't listen. And all I was going to do is hit him in the arm. And he ducked, and I caught him across the face by accident. Well, first of all, he looked at the boy with dirty looks. You're not even supposed to be touching girls on campus. And secondly, what made you think it was okay to hit him? I'm like, you should be on his butt, not mine.
Exactly.
He's the one that touched me first. Boys got away with so much stuff that they would do to girls because they thought it was funny.
Or they said it's just because they like you.
Right.
BS. BS.
Right. The first time a boy snapped my bra, I sorry.
Dog straps are soft. They would never pop them.
That's not what she said. She says, I turned around and tapped his junk. And
I hadn't read that one yet.
He was on his knees. Never happened after that.
You go, Robin.
You go, girl. Perfect, says Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. I don't think I've said hi to you.
I didn't know you were
Eric.
here. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do because boys are. What would make me more angry than anything is for them to slap me on my butt. That would just.
No comment.
When I was young, I didn't like it.
Hey, no comment.
I think I'm gonna have to replace this one. I think the inside of the thing is breaking because I've been using the heck out of it. It's all right. I can order another one from Fat Quarters. Yeah, it doesn't want. I don't know where the other one is. The other one's around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Let's use that one.
Hey.
My original one, because this was my first one. This one came from Fat Quarter Shop.
Aw.
Well, both of them did, but this one was the very first one I ever had, and it came in a Sew sampler box. And you could tell it's Kimberly's color.
Okay, can you explain that? Because I don't know.
Eric says, laugh out loud. If a boy slapped me on my butt, I'd enjoy. I know why he said that. Eric says, oops, how do I delete that? I'm not deleting it. I had a boy who thought it would be funny to try and French kiss me while I was talking. So I bit down on his tongue and lip and brought blood. Robin says, I was lucky boys really didn't mess with me. Oh my gosh. Some of the things I bet we could tell about that kind of thing when we were kids.
I had braces only on my top teeth.
Uh-huh.
And I had a boyfriend in the 6th grade that had braces as well.
Denise says, all already duly noted, Eric. It's your right, and me too, by the way. Braces, I would think, would hurt. I've never had them, so I wouldn't know. No, honey, that does not include you. Let's don't get not. Hey.
So no, when you have braces and your boyfriend has braces, and if especially if you have headgear has little hooks and little tubes, and it can get hooked with their braces, so that you're.
Misty says brace lock. So she knows what you're talking about.
And try to explain that to your mother and your father.
Yeah. And Robin says Myra, and she's laughing with tears coming out of her eyes.
That was horrible.
I can imagine. It was probably very embarrassing.
So horrible. So horrible. At least I didn't have on my headgear when it happened, but
It made it worse.
Well, I don't think we could have, because headgear, I don't think we could have kissed with headgear on.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's a wire that pulls your teeth back. It's quite not archaic. What is the well, anyway, it's rough.
Did you see the latest thing that in our DNA there's a gene that's shut down, that if they could figure out how to reactivate it, that you could grow another set of teeth if you've lost your adult teeth?
Are you serious?
I'm serious. They have discovered that.
Sorry, that's funny.
It sure would help some of us who don't have any.
Eric, it was very painful and very, very embarrassing, because you had to stay right there and try to talk, and yeah, it was horrible. It was bad.
Did it take someone helping you to get out of it?
Well, yes, the teacher had to help,
Oh my
because
God.
we locked up in science during a science movie.
Oh. Talk about humiliating.
God, it was horrible. Y'all, I'm 66 years old, and I remember that like it was yesterday. Golly gee, it was horrible.
What if you had to pee, Myra?
I'm just grateful I didn't, Robin. I don't know. I guess I would have had to tinkle over the both of us. And Sylvia, yes, it hurts badly. We played Foursquare, and I got hit in the mouth with my braces. Yeah, that hurt. Yeah, definitely.
So I'll tell y'all a funny thing, and you might not find it funny, but you might. One time when my dad came home, he was in a really cross mood, and I don't know what we were in trouble about, but he says, "Go outside and cut me a switch." So out in the front yard was this pear tree, and us three girls were looking at that pear tree, and we got this bright idea. I said, if he's going to beat us with one, let's cut three really long ones. And with pear tree, they go straight up in the air. So all three of us cut one. It was at least 10 foot long. I'm not lying. And we walked in the door. And it was the only time we ever got out of a butt whooping, because when he saw that, he just started laughing because he couldn't believe we went out there and climbed in that tree and cut those really long switches just to, yeah.
Eric, you're funny. Eric says Katy looks like she's stabbing those seams with that roller.
I am.
So did you want to tell them anything about your birthday?
Yeah, my birthday's next week, you guys, and I am going to be live on Wednesday starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come and celebrate my birthday with me. We're going to sew, we're going to talk. Maybe we can come up with some funny jokes. I don't know. We'll figure out something, but we'll have some fun. And yeah, come celebrate because I'm here by myself. It would be nice to celebrate my birthday with all of y'all. So that's Wednesday. I'll be making a advertisement probably tomorrow about it so that I can start letting everybody know way in advance. But that's Wednesday, March the 26th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And just FYI, Sunday is Nico's birthday.
Yep, Nikolai's is Sunday. So in the Greenland Quilter group, if you want to wish him happy birthday, please do.
I'm going private message that man.
I knew you would. I'm not even going to ask what you're going to say. Misty says, I never got a whipping growing up. You're lucky. We didn't need to do anything wrong to get beat. How young are you, Katy? Huh, why don't everybody get? Well, some of you already know, I think. Hey, Jim. Happy early birthday, Jim says.
Hi, Jim.
I'll turn 63 next week.
I'm probably the oldest in here. I'm 66.
Yeah, you're 3 years older than, well, yeah, 3 years older than me, right? What about Bill? Bill's older than you, though, right?
9 months. His birthday's in January, so he's already 67.
Okay. It's hard to believe we've known each other as long as we have. And
I know, ain't it?
To Nikolai, too, says Denise. Saturday is Sylvia's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy early birthday, Sylvia. That's awesome. Oh, Shirley's 70. Yay! I'm not the oldest. Sorry. Not sorry.
You. Jim says he's 63. I bet you Eric's one of the younger ones. I don't know faces of everyone in here. I got you you did get me a gift. Now all I gotta do is I know what I'm getting you, honey. And I'm not gonna tell because he said, don't tell me, keep it a secret. I'm gonna order something from Pro Shop.
What kind of pro?
They sell Legos on there, but it's a specific kind I'm gonna buy him. That he's not gonna know what it is until he gets it.
Hey, the next time y'all come, we could go to Legoland.
Yeah, we should do that because he's not been to Legoland.
I've never been to Legoland.
Well, I haven't either, but that would be fun. Well, and I know you would enjoy the heck out of that. Don't they have a hotel inside of it or something? But I bet it's expensive to stay there.
I don't know anything about it. I just go to Legoland in Disney Springs, but I'm not into Lego, so.
Yeah, well.
Quit your bragging, Nikolai.
Wait till you see the Lego kit he got me. You're going to love it. I'm telling you, Myra, you will love it. Because when you see it, you're going to be like, oh, because it'll surprise you. Because the first time I saw the kit, I'm like, oh, I got to have that. Because it'll be perfect in our craft room. You know, I'm always talking about love, sweet love. It's along that lines.
Aww.
Jim and I bike this time, Robin says. Sunday is his birthday. Who's the youngest? I'm thinking, yeah, who's the youngest in here? You gonna spill your age, Eric? Because I'm thinking you're in your 30s.
Well, it's certainly not me.
Because he looks around the same age as my kids.
And I don't care.
Kristen just turned 35 yesterday, Wednesday. Can you believe it?
Yes.
Now, after my birthday, let's see, in April, Aria turned 7, I think. And then Ava's next, and she'll turn 5.
Eric, you go to Hades for lying, same as murder, sweetheart.
Hey, you are
He
not
said he's 82. That means he's probably 28.
Oh, so I hit it wrong. Oops. Then he's younger than I thought he was. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying.
He's got beautiful. Never mind. I don't want to embarrass him. He has beautiful skin, is what I was going to say.
Aww.
Legos are relaxing, says Jim. Yes, they are.
Katy, it's 12:55 in 5 minutes. I am going to go find some Tylenol sinus and march my happy self to bed.
Okay. And I'm probably going to get off here because it'll be 3 a.m. in a few minutes. Denise says, I'll be 73 on the 27th. Happy birthday.
Happy
But
birthday.
I feel like I'm 35 and 40 mentally, that is. Yeah, I feel way younger than in my brain. No, wait. Let me calculate how old I am. I forget. Robin says she's 60. So we're waiting for the youngest one in this chat. Who's the youngest? You're going to have to spill your age just so we can find out. I gave y'all a break from my usual polls tonight. I'm running out of excuses to make polls. I'm trying to come up with new questions, and every time I think I come up with some good ones, then I reuse those, and then I have to start again. Rita says 2. Oh my goodness, really, Eric? No, that can't be so. He says he's 46.
Misty's only 50.
Young ones, both of them.
Babies. Y'all babies.
Yeah.
Rita, do you really think we believe you're 2, darling?
Eric says mentally I'm 82. Oh my goodness. And then Rita says, oh wait, is that an age we think we are? Ha ha ha. Looks like Eric's the youngest. Yeah, because Nikolai is definitely not the youngest.
You're both younger than me.
And here I thought I might get the rest of these pressed open, but that's okay. I'll continue on later. All right. Okay. I appreciate you coming on here.
Oh, thank you for letting me. You know how I hate to type. So I really appreciate it. It's very selfish of me.
No, it's not. I love it because you're on here to help. Oh, if we're going to talk about who's being selfish here. Do you know how much easier it is when you have someone helping you with a live versus doing it by yourself and trying to keep up with this, sewing, ironing, the chat, the live, all of that. And when you have a wingman, it's so much better.
Well,
okay,
darling, anytime you'll let me be your wingman, I'll be very proud to be, because I absolutely hate to type in the chat.
Yeah, anytime,
So
sweetie, anytime.
it's selfish. Good
Anytime.
night, y'all.
All right.
Much love. Be well. I'm gonna go find some Tylenol.
All right. Thank you for tonight. I appreciate it. Love you.
Thank you. Hope y'all enjoyed the shop hop info. Your state may have one. I think Ohio's doing one right now. I'm not sure. Somebody else is, but I don't remember who. Okay. Good night.
Good night, Myra. Hey,
love
Eric,
y'all.
you are so right about that, doing the live by yourself thing. Okay, so I've been on here for 3 hours for this second part of me tonight. 2 lives in one night. Anyway, I'm gonna stop and I will see you to Friday, which is Friday already. 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. We will be doing the number 4 block of from my 100 block book. Let me find the block again because I don't know why I can't remember the name of this block. It's so weird. Hang on. Where is this book? It's something bear. Oh, it's called the Nested Bear Paw. And if you have this book, it's on page 494 and it's block number 974. So that'll be number 4 block. And make sure to go over to the Greenland Quilter group or on my community tab to look for the next 4 blocks that I set up for y'all to vote, because I need you to vote on the poll so that I can decide on which block we're going to do for number 5, because I'm doing these blocks every other week. So get over there and vote, please. And thank you for tonight. Have a great night. Remember to live, laugh, love, and dream. What do y'all do from all that? You create something beautiful. Good night, everyone. See you tonight on the next live, or afternoon your time, or morning if you're Eric's time. Okay.